So, Generation Zero has been sneakily dropping these binary code messages in the game's main menu for the past week or so now. There are 5 messages in total, and the most recent one has led to a trailer. But we'll jump into that in just a second. Before we do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and stick around for loads of survival content, because that is what we do mainly here on Wired Gaming. And we'll be checking out this new update when it drops to see how good or bad it is. Before we jump right into the good stuff, I do want to say a massive thank you to Alias and to Lucid for all their support of Generation Zero and the Generation Zero community over the past 4 years. Now, both of them have decided to step away from Generation Zero because of the current climate of the game. They've both recently covered videos on it, and I will post them in the description down below if you do want to check them out. It will give full reasons as to why they're leaving and what has pushed them to that point. Now, both of the videos are absolutely brilliant, cover some awesome points, and Lucids had me in absolute stitches. I was almost crying. So it is a shame to see them going, and I have a feeling that depending on how this update goes, a lot more players could go, including myself. But enough of the doom and gloom. I'm going to try and keep this one positive. Let's jump in and see what has been said. So over the past few weeks, we've received 5 messages in binary code on the Generation Zero homepage. Now, the first one was just simply friend with a question mark. And then that was followed by, are you there? Then the third one was, I can't wait to meet you. And then finally, booting up. And then today we got one final message, which just said hi, along with this trailer here. Now, it's already been confirmed that we are getting machine companions through a leak. There has been a few leaks recently, some of those enabling to the machine companions, and then there was also something along with backpacks and weapon crafting. Now, hopefully weapon crafting isn't something that they bring to the table. I don't really see a need for it personally. I know people may disagree with that, but we can craft enough already. Weapon crafting, I just think, is pretty pointless, especially when you can go out and get all of the weapons. I mean, yeah, for newer players, potentially could be good, but for the G players, the OGs that have been here since day one, I don't really see much point in it. And even for newer players, I don't really see much point in it, because the weapons are relatively easy to go out and get as it is. So some people may disagree and think there's a lot of use and utility in weapon crafting, but for myself personally, I just don't really see how well that would work, and if it's even worth it, to be honest. But obviously backpacks as well, I don't know whether that is actually coming. There has been a rumour that there is nothing coming other than just the machines. That is it. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but we'll see. This update is also rumoured to be dropping in August, along with, guess what, finally, the roadmap. Way 8 months into 2023 and we're finally getting the 2023 roadmap, but still we're gonna have to wait 3 to 4 weeks for that, and potentially this update. Now, when it comes to companions, what do we know so far? Well, we don't know much, really, other than that we're going to be getting companions. Whether we're going to be getting hunters, runners, seekers, tanks, harvesters, I highly doubt the last two. But definitely going to be seeing runners in there. Hopefully we get to see hunters. I think that would be an absolutely great play. That would be loads of fun. Now, with this update, though, this update is going to be dropping potentially in August. So this update has to be top-notch. It has to work. The last few updates have been flops. And to be perfectly honest, in my opinion anyway, I know people disagree, but I think the last few updates have just been a little bit meh, a little bit boring, a little bit redundant, and haven't really had all too much content in them. But hopefully these next update will be good. It will contain some good stuff, content, continuation of potentially storylines. I'd like to see that. I highly doubt we will. But hopefully it's not just you load up and here's a machine. Hopefully there's a storyline behind this machine, why he's coming to our side. Because obviously this is all in binary code, so the intelligence in this machine is, there's a reason why they're leaving the Phoenix machines, or just the general machines. So I want to know why. There's got to be a story there. There's got to be something other than just a machine to run around with. And hopefully this machine has a lot more utility than can just run around with you. Hopefully you can take down enemies. Hopefully we can store loot. All of that good stuff. Just having a machine that runs around with you, shoots the odd enemy here and there, is yet to be seen. Now, whether this is going to be an absolutely OP companion, or is going to be a shit show that can't lock onto targets, or can't actually acquire the right targets, I don't know. Hopefully, out of those two, it would be better if it was OP. Because, you know, having a companion that doesn't really do anything or misses targets continuously, or is really just a paperweight and just looks cool to run around with, it is not really the best. But we'll see what happens when it comes to that. Now, when it comes to some sort of storyline, whether we actually find this machine, go to a location, pick him up, and I have to do some form of repairs, which then makes them more loyal to us, or we even have to prove that we're friendly and we're not going to injure or damage the machine, I think would be quite cool. Now, whether this machine's going to be something that's deployable, or just something that actually runs around complete, like a full-on companion, just goes by your side, you can tell him to go do this, you can tell him to attack this. Hopefully those are options. Because having a machine that just runs around gun-ho is definitely going to impact a lot of players' play style. You're going to want something that we can control, that we can order to do certain things. Because having something that's just going to blow everything up when you want to play as a stealth player is going to be a pain in the arse. But then it's the same for the other way around. If you are one of those run-and-gun players, having a machine that stands there until, you know, you have to command it to do absolutely everything, command it to take down each target, is also going to be a pain. Because whilst you're running and gunning, you're not going to have the time to stop and get this machine to do what you want it to do, unless hopefully there's some sort of quick commands or just some toggles, or we could set it to certain states. I think that would be relatively good. Now, when it comes to storage on this machine, hopefully it's a decent chunk of storage, or it can get its own items so it can go out and pick up things, or we can command it to do so. I think that would be relatively helpful. Because when you're in the middle of a firefight, I myself run around and I'll grab little bits as I go, just to save that mundane running around for 10 minutes afterwards and tracking all the dead machines. I find it easier to run up, grab something off a machine that you've already killed, and then carry on shooting. I think that just speeds the process up a little bit, and that way you tend not to miss as much. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. What do you guys think about machine companions, though? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, when it comes to this roadmap, hopefully this roadmap comes and it is good, and it has some good stuff on there. Now, with the roadmap and the update as a whole, for myself personally, if this update is another complete shit show, then I'll probably be calling it quits on Generation 0. But we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, the boy Tenebris, if you are still all over Generation 0 and absolutely love everything that they're doing, Tenebris is still covering it very, very hard. So, you know, if you do want to see some more stuff from Generation 0 very frequently, then that's the guy to go follow. He is in one of my pinned channels on the watch page. So if you do want to check him out, do that there. But for myself, I do love Generation 0, and the past 4 years has been an absolute blast. And hopefully they do continue to, well, they improve, hopefully, and they'll put out some more dev letters, just things along those lines. It seems like their Discord is getting more attention than the actual game itself at the moment. And also, it looks like there's a lot of hiring out of Systemic Reaction or Avalanche Studios in Sweden, which is where the company and the team is based. So whether that is impacting on the game at all is yet to be seen, or whether they're just for the company's other titles, obviously Ravenbound and Second Extinction. Not 100% sure. But we'll see, we'll see. For now, we're going to wrap that one up there. Once again, please check out Lucids' video. Check out Alias's video. Subscribe to their channels. They're awesome dudes. It is such a shame that we are losing them from the Generation 0 community. I have a feeling a lot more people will be following if this update is bad, But yeah, check out their videos, check out their content. They got loads of cool stuff on their channel. They both upload quite regularly. Alias streams a lot on Twitch as well, and Lucid uploads loads of random and skits and funny bits and bobs. So definitely check those guys out. They've got awesome stuff. I greatly appreciate it if you did. Go sub to their channels, help them out. If you haven't done it with me as well, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Other than Generation Zero, we cover a lot of survival stuff here. Starfield is going to be something that we're going big on. We're going to start Starfield weekly in just over a week's time. And loads of other stuff as well. We post regular survival content. We post content every day. We also have a shorts channel, which is, if you want to check that one out, loads of good stuff. You know what to do. Find all those buttons. I greatly appreciate it. For now, though, we're going to wrap that one up there. Let me know what you guys think about Generation Zero and the future and what this update may hold. Will it be good? Will it be bad? Let me know down below in the comments. I've been Wired. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.